Hello, class of 71. Hello, everyone. Can I have everybody quiet, please?
That's how you get it.
I wrote all this stuff down so my speech would be very short, so bear with me. First of all, please allow me to thank the reunion committee for all of their outstanding work. Carol Corsini, Noel McCaskey, Diane Kreck, and Karen Longo. Great job, Chris.
And Noel, go around the table.
Noel,
Yes?
there's a lot of cheerleaders here this evening.
Yes, I
So
know.
before I get any further, I want to give a shout out for the
Thank you.
championship squad you and the other ladies were a part of your senior year.
Yay!
Can the cheerleaders please stand? All right, there's a lot of people standing. I know you weren't all cheerleaders.
They are tonight.
We'd like to have the freshman team up here. You know,
What was so good about that?
well, the undefeated, unscored upon, and Super Bowl bound.
Come on out,
Freshman
guys.
team. Would you all come up here for pictures? Super Bowl bound?
Hey, Mr. Danner, Mr. Couzzi, this is Mike.
Get up there with us. Wheeler.
Lammy pie. All right, we have a presentation here this evening for Coach Farrell, but before we make the presentation, I wanted to recognize two other outstanding coaches that were in this room tonight. The original Paulie D, Paul DeCorsia. You here, Paul?
Hey, Coach D.
And of course, Mike Europe. Coach D, also voted the most popular male teacher for our class. I never wrestled for you, but I did have you as a teacher. And honestly, I can't remember anything that you taught us 40 years ago. But what I do remember is that you helped build character, responsibility, and to be respectful. Lessons that will last a lifetime.
What happened to you?
Hey, you. Coach Urick, I did have the honor of playing basketball for you. I heard you were a pretty good cross-country and track coach, too. And the major takeaway from that experience was that there's no shortcuts around hard work to become successful. Both of these gentlemen had a major impact on our sports teams, on our character, and on our class as a whole. Please join me in recognizing these two outstanding gentlemen. All right, one last item before we get to Coach Farrell. Coach Urick had an outstanding athlete he coached in this room tonight. He was the state champion in the 880 and recently was part of the first group inducted into the Raritan High School Hall of Fame. Warren Gordon. Coach Farrell, let me read you a small poem right from our 1971 yearbook called The Spirit of 71. Undefeated football team, most successful dance. We knew we could do anything if given a chance. We entered school as strangers, but joined in work and fun. It was the 67 freshman class that began the spirit of 71. Coach Farrell, you started us by coaching an undefeated and unscored upon team back in 1967.
Yes, sir.
Then most of us were 13 and 14 years old when we started freshman football, except for Bruce Tucker and Denny Gator. They were already driving to practice. Early in the season, no one knew how special this team was going to be. Coach Farrell, you were 7 feet tall and very intimidating. You put tape on our helmets with nicknames that have passed the test of time, such as Lammy Pie, Foul Ball, Flash Gordon, Useless, he's not here though, and Irv. Who's more?
The Beef Trust.
Oh, the Beef Trust, the Beef Trust. You were also our geography teacher, and my favorite expression, when you would hand back some test papers, you play football for me, baby. And hand me my 95. That's right. You were always looking for perfection, yelling, no penalties, no penalties. Grab those jerseys. No holding calls. And coach, we gave you perfection. The fear tactic worked. There were too many life lessons to mention except this one. Preparation is the key to winning. One game against Ocean Township, we marched into the locker room at halftime about 200 yards away. The score was 0-0. You were yelling so loud at us, our parents on the field heard the whole halftime speech. In the same game, I remember playing defensive back on the left side. Ocean ran an end-around reverse. Everybody was fooled and going the wrong way. I recouped in time to grab the guy and held his jersey with one finger. One finger. Until Denny, Joe, Tony, and the defense came over and crushed him. We won that game by a lopsided margin of 6-0. So without any further ado, Coach Farrell, on behalf of Tony DeMichael, the gentleman up here with us, and the class of 71, we want to present this plaque to you. The plaque reads, RHS 1967 football season, 8-0, undefeated, unscored upon. The perfect season, the perfect coach. Coach Frank Farrell. Congratulations from the class of 71.
Well, needless to say, I'm overwhelmed. But that class of 1971, it was probably the most, if anybody remembers the Thanksgiving Day game when the old Couzzi ran, Mattawan, we beat him 20-15. We went up to Phillipsburg, totally unknown. We got up there, nobody kept asking, where are you from? Where's Ryan from? And by the end of the game, it was 27-7.
Yeah.
We had beaten them. And the other game that I always wanted to beat, Brick. And that game was unbelievable. And the score of it was 8-7. And for all these years, I've had that ball when we beat that team.
All right.
And all the names, the ball players are on that. Danny, I can't thank you enough. I had a wonderful time, and I just indebted to you for such an important part of my life. I was so happy that year, 1971, 1970 season you played, 71. I was so happy that year, I went out and got married. I'm going to give Tuck, you a captain, whatever you want to do. Thanks again, Paul.
All right, thank you, everybody. Please continue to drink, dance, and act like we're 18 again.
Nice job, John. Coach, thank you. You made us what we are.